Hi, I'm Mato Kilson, and welcome to another episode of Culture Talks on 4th Avenue. Tonight I'm joined by some amazing gentlemen who have, over the years and in recent years, risen to be urban streetwear legends. They've been kind enough to welcome me into their place of work. I'm at the FRRE the You headquarters, as you can see, with a sign behind us. And tonight I'm having a conversation with the people who literally make it happen. So I'd like them to introduce themselves from my right.
So I'm Tema, student co-founder of FRRE the You, and then head of operation.
Kelly Kells, co-founder and creative director of FRRE the You.
Joel, co-founder, designer of FRRE the You.
Virgil, I'm the model and director.
Alright, tonight we are basically here to chop it up. I'm trying to see how their brand has been a big influence in respect to the music scene here in Ghana and in Africa as well. For me, I've been privileged enough to know Kelly for a while now, so I kind of saw when all this was starting. I remember when you used to make trips to Community 8 to see Joey and also scout for locations and all that. Like how that was a long time ago. Yeah. So at that time, how was everything coming together? How were you guys visualizing everything?
Everything happened naturally. It's just the passion and the love for the culture. You know, we've been in the same classroom for years. You know, like the love I have for like art, fashion, like anything around culture. And I ended up in a senior high school with Joey too, and I saw he also have the same interest. So we end up like having the same kind of like conversations. That was the same to when I was in Chemo with Shays and Bush. So it happened naturally from there, because you have to link up and then just vibes. Do whatever we have to do.
Joey, let me ask you this. What was the initial plan when you guys were trading ideas at that time? What was the plan for you guys?
Okay, so we come from the age of the internet, and we saw a lot of people who are like-minded thinkers, like we saw them doing stuff in Japan, New York, London. You're like, no, like, all around. You're like, how is this person equal to my dream? Let me also use like my influence, my environment to also like showcase our style of fashion here, our style. So the mission was just to put Africa on. It wasn't like do anything big or like even think about empowerment, think about making our own brand. We didn't even think about making our own brand. We just think of putting Africa on, like this is it, this is style. And it transformed into like a brand, and now here we are.
Okay, Kelly, you being a creative designer for the brand, I'm sure from time to time, you know, each member chips in ideas
actually,
and all that.
You know, the roles, if you steady like talking about it, wasn't like boldly enough, because we all end up doing like each other's work. You know, it's kind of like more about being like creative and sharing the ideas. Yeah.
Okay, so now you guys are working on, you have a collection out, the upcoming graduates here. What went into putting together the collection, doing the pop-up, like what went into everything?
The inspiration just came like boom. I think I remember Jay saw a photo of the old size, but it was like, yo, I can do something with this, and I was with my push. I was with my push, and Jay was. It was one Sunday we were feeling bored, and then we started doing the designs. We ended up getting like 5 designs. We started teasing them on the internet. We saw them like support was like so much massive.
And we also thought about making the exercise again, redesigning it and giving it out to kids just for free.
So that brings the element of philanthropy, what you guys are
we also putting our legs in the what's it called, like in the shoes of these kids. Because maybe I remember back in school, not everyone was able to buy like exercise boots, or maybe the parents could afford exercise boots like that. So it brought up so many memories. So we decided to give back maybe some part proceeds to the kids in the neighborhood, whereby we redesigned the exercise book and gave it to them.
Okay.
So that's what we did, and we are still on it.
Okay. I want to take you guys back a bit. Getting to the end of 2015, you brought out your first collection. What was the reception like?
Oh wait, so it'd be 2015.
Yeah, it was 2015. You guys brought getting to the end of that.
The FRRE the
Yes.
You. Yeah.
What was the reception like for?
Yes, I think I was the first model for that.
Yeah, I think I remember.
Yeah, so
It wasn't like a collection. It was teas we did for our own.
We did for
it
ourselves.
was like
or just for ourselves.
We love clothes, and then
That name came naturally.
We're always wearing people's clothes, the high end clothes, and we're like, why don't you try our own clothes and put it on, and then we also let the people know that we could also do something on ourselves. It's not like we shouldn't be wearing other people's clothes, and although we love them, and then some of them we even have to do it ourselves. It's fake, but then we have to still do it ourselves because we couldn't afford.
Like turn the passion to make some revenues.
That will lead me to ask you this. Since you guys were looking at what people were doing to also decide to, okay, let's do our own thing, I'd like to ask each one of you, what was your first fashion memory? Like, what did you see to say, okay, I think I also need to start getting fly? What was the first fashion memory for you?
With me, like every Sunday when I'm going to church, and then you are like 4 kids, and out of the 4 kids, like, it fits you. This everything you wear, it fits you and all. So I was like, it's in the blood, you know. Like I'm on the 4 kids, I'm on the kids in the hood. When I dress, like I look different from all of them. Like I'm destined for this. So let me just find the right people that I need to. And I went to school. I met Kelly Shades, and then I saw them because Kelly had the bands with no sauce, and then you could still. She had this Nike dance. So it was so you could easily tell there was this little connections that was coming in first to make sense.
Kelly, how are you?
Me, I don't remember. Saves is from infancy because you know my aunt is a seamstress and all of that. And also, but I quite remember I think I was around 10 or so, 10, and that was when like screen printing was going crazy in Tema. Do you remember that? So there was this guy that was making screen prints. He did one T-shirt like it's like a big scarf. And we filled the scarf like with this part like C4. You know that's my neighborhood.
Yeah.
So it was hard. It was popular, and they were like the real niggas were wearing that. I wanted to wear that. So I went to this guy. So I was like, "Yo, bro, I wanna wear this. Like, don't worry, I'll give you mine." I went the next day. He gave it to me. It was so big, yo. I got it, but I couldn't wear it because it's so big. It's so big that if I wear it, they're gonna tease me. And then from there, like, I was going to internet cafe, like, for Wiz Khalifa era, the tank top era, all those era, like, when we see them wearing something, we wanna wear it here too. Yeah.
Joey, how are you?
I think it was this particular MTV based video, MTV Cribs video. But there was this particular one when someone, it wasn't Fabulous, it would be like Lil Romeo or something. They opened their closet, I'm like, shit. This is it.
This might be true. Back in the day, like when we're like watch this
like,
high school,
this
all of that. Like,
I'm like, this is how fly I wanna be. Like, so since then, like, I'll be more interested in like, I'm a kid, I like cartoons, but I'll also be more interested in knowing more about like Deep Down, Deep Set, all these people, Cameron, all these people here, because I really like to watch it. Like, I would like to see people dressed up.
And you, Prince, you mentioned being the model. Were you having any like model influences?
I think with me growing up, my mom used to sell clothes back then.
Okay.
So I grew up with a lot of clothes around me. all the time. You know, she would go and pick clothes from my counter and bring it home, and she would make sure I have the best of them before she takes it out herself. You know. So I always had like clothes around me all the time.
The flyers.
See stuff.
You are the mannequin.
Kweku spoke about fake clothes,
Yeah.
which is like a big problem here in Africa and in Ghana especially. How difficult, because I'm sure you guys were seeing worldwide trends, like we've seen track fits come, like everyone wants to join in and all that. How difficult was it for you to source like original clothes to also join these trends?
I think God bless Tema
And also like we did so much. We said
even
it's not about just the clothes. Like we did so much. We said that we know that if maybe it's Rick Owens or like Ralph Simmons, this is how they do it. Like maybe they are labeling everything about it. Like we stated it. To the extent that if you see the fake one, you can spot it now. This is the fake one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we were like way ahead of time.
Way ahead
And you know,
of time.
we knew some internet comments, so like we just go to them.
Just go online,
like those shop sneakers, like
just get them
sneakers.
Bitcoin. Now back then it was perfect.
Yeah,
money.
Bitcoin.
Get
Like
them
we knew about
perfect
Bitcoin
money
like
was
2008, 2009.
So they would just go
Yeah,
just
so
buy some scam credit card. They use it to buy some clothes.
they don't get it.
Mostly, even if the clothes come right, they're gonna wear it before they pass it on to us.
and like I knew about first I knew about fashion, but I was just the sneaker head or something. But one time I remember I went to the hood. It was like 2010, around 2009, and the wife had like a big box of clothes, you know, like just bringing out drip. I'm like, shit, crazy. I have to level my game out.
I don't know how patronage for most of the lines you guys have been coming out with over the years has been like, but you know, in Ghana we have an issue of pricing, how to correctly price your products for people to also want to take money out to buy. Do you think the average Ghanaian has like warmed up to buying Ghanaian made products like the clothes you guys are putting out?
Yeah, no. The world is doing well, like it's growing, it's changing, like everything is moving fast, whereby even kids here knows what's next in fashion, music, in everything culture. So if they know the worth of what you are doing, like they don't mind saving money to buy. Remember, even before we doing clothes, since we know the worth of an item or a piece,
put money down to buy
we save money to get it.
If you see something you like,
it's about you knowing what you are buying,
and
and that's what we always try to push. We are pushing the culture, not just the clothes, so they know what they are buying. It's not just a t-shirt or just a cap. They know what they are buying, so and they know it's priceless. So that amount there doesn't do that like anything to them. Like they just save up. If they don't have the money, they save up and just buy.
You have
Well, can I put more light on that? I think our pricing has been regulated through the street and also like the formal people. We've started to see and make it like standard for everyone to be able to purchase.
So it's affordable for
both street and everyone.
Okay. I'd like us to go into the early days, the 2017 to 2019 era. That was when the whole Tema renaissance was coming up. There were people like Kwesi, before Bona. You guys were even in Kofi Mole's video. How critical was your association with the Tema acts around that time? How critical was it for the brand and for the music that they were putting out as well? Because before you guys answer, I want to bring this in. I was somewhere 2 weeks ago and someone was telling me about you guys doing your pop-up, and all the person kept saying was Kwesi Arthur's clothing line. That's how the person was referring to the FRRE the You brand. So for me at that time, I could see the kind of influence that he associating with the brand had for people who were looking in from the outside. But to you, how do you feel your whole association with those guys at the time? How do you feel it was like for the brand?
If you listen to those guys' music back then, like these guys, all of them were so talented. And visually, the name of the brand FRRE THE YOU and their talent was like too in sync, like it was too in line. So apparently their sound pushed them, but the word also pushed them a lot, you know. The word on the clothes was like, I'm talented, give me the chance, you know, to do what I want. So I think it works hand in hand. And
for me, I think the name was too powerful that if somebody asks you what or the line, or if somebody sees you wearing that, that you have this FRRE THE YOU anywhere, it's gonna just come back and like, yo, I really want explanations to this. I really need to go into this. So it wasn't that they were doing the music, and the music was
pushing the name.
But we all know music and fashion goes hand in hand.
Okay.
So that's it.
Okay, it's quite clear when you guys opened up the HQ. I saw like the caliber of people who came through for you guys and all that. It looks like you guys have gone from wanting people to wear your stuff to people wanting to wear your stuff. I saw Joey design merch for Wizkid's concert. Recently too, I saw you guys tease something with Davido's Bombardier Boys. How do all these moments feel like for you? How surreal does it feel like for you to be able to work with legends who are also trying to put Africa on the global scale? How does it feel like for you?
You know, when we were kids, we used to watch these people, you understand? And then you, right now, they are wearing your clothes. When they come down, you want you to be around. You know, it's just an amazing feeling from, like, it's a reality now. As back then, we used to talk about it, but right now it's reality. Everything is happening. You can see them. Yeah. So I think it's a very big moment. And then we really cherish all these moments we are having.
And also from people like wanting to wear it now, actually. That's the plan. That's what we always wanted. So people, even most of these artists here will be like, oh, you need to bring me this, you need to bring me this. It's like, you're not forcing to put it on you. Like, it's a movement that we are doing, we are preaching. So if you really want to get involved, you need to get involved. Don't sit there and be like, you should. And these other people, you just, like you mentioned their names, they see and they want to be part of the movement. So that's why they come together and we all move together.
Yeah. Now you guys have moved from doing clothes to wear yourselves to selling on the streets, and now you have like a whole place where you are outdooring your clothes for people to come through. Do you ever see a time coming where someone can walk into a shop in London or in Tokyo or in New York and they'll see a FRRE THE YOU apparel in the shop for them to be able to?
It's already happening.
I think for now we already have some of our stuff.
Yeah, and we don't see those places like
it's already happening. What we envisioned, this is just the beginning, you know. It's like the dream is too big. You see this, everybody's shocked by this headquarters, but like, bro, what we want to do is too big. It's a bigger mission. So, but stuff are already happening. Our stuff is already in Soul House, UK.
Oh, okay.
Our stuff. Okay. So, yeah, like it's gonna keep growing.
And the best part is you being able to produce it in your own country, and your own country people wear it anywhere you pass. So even today, I had a snapshot from somebody of a lady wearing FRRE THE YOU, and they sent it to me, and I was like, yo, this is what I like. It's amazing, you know, to have people on the streets in your own town, in your own country wearing your stuff. With that one,
I think if our people here understand that, I mean, reaching out to everywhere is easy, and you could really see it happening.
It's very easy.
One of the people you guys looked up to a lot, Virgil, unfortunately he passed recently, but I'm interested to know what lessons during the short period of time you guys were able to work? What lessons have you been able to learn from him to like incorporate into your craft and what you guys are doing?
Virgil is a blueprint. Like back in the days before we started the crowd, like we used to watch people like Virgil, and it has been an inspiration, like for all of us. And I think it's not just all of us, but like every creative in the world, because Virgil is in all like angles, like all aspects, music, everywhere, architecture.
And then he always wanted the youth to be like, if we are creative, we would love you to level up, and
It's a blessing. Like it's like the Jesus of this generation. He came like save people, like sacrifice his life for every creative.
He was like the teacher, He'll teach you and have fun with you at the same time. And he's always like efficient. Like he does a lot of stuff with a lot of people, and you always feel like he's giving all of you attention. And it's crazy how he does it. Like he's kind. Like even when she's passed, he made some donations to the Go Fund. Like it's like nobody else. Like black designer could. Like no black designer can surpass what he did for the culture, because he was able to connect with everybody around the world. We never met him, not yet. We were supposed to meet him, but we never met him. But the way he connected with us and he connected with everybody, like he's like a superhuman. We've learned like we have to be more efficient, more like for me personally, I feel like his efficiency was like inspiring to me, and his like consistency. So I'm trying to continue his legacy now and make it even bigger.
You mentioned Chase. That was also another unfortunate turn of events. But how did that sudden event affect the team and the operations at the time?
Which really did affect us, but that was the end of the job. We had a lot to do. We had unfinished things to finish. So
Like really is that. Yeah, like when he passed, he tried to slow something. That also encouraged us, like, we need to make like his visions come clearer, So now that's the energy that we've been on, like working harder to shape vision to be seen, and what you wanted the brand to be.
He made us know that if you have something you can do, you have to do it now.
That's how I feel every day. The time is now.
Okay, you guys are on an entrepreneurship journey now. Now, everything has opened up for it to be big. Looking at the climate now in Ghana, in respect to putting up a business, running it, and all that, how are you guys coming together to make sure you kind of suppress the challenges that you are facing as to running a business and also being an entrepreneur here in Ghana?
Running a business, we are from the streets, so sometimes we the street man, but we have mature people in the business field that also understand the hustle. So we sometimes leave some of that part to them, to the entrepreneurship. We leave some part to them to handle for us. But anytime there's a big policy or challenge, we get back to them like, okay, let's do this. But there are more people behind in the team that are from
this has actually grown into like a big organization, and it's not just us here. There are people behind putting stuff up to the team.
And also the vision is not just Ghana, it's worldwide. So we're moving like we are maybe somewhere in the Western world, or even like the Asian side, or not just thinking about Ghana.
We created our own system, which is way opposite than the system everybody knows. So we use that system to create an organization, and it's growing each and every day. So I feel like if people want to really break out of what is created for them, because like even as we talk about the prices, like we are an international brand now, so we like prices have to match some type of quality to other parts of the world. So I mean, it's high time people create their own channels and follow their own dreams to accomplish whatever they want to do in life. Because if you follow the structure is gonna delay you or fail you.
Now you guys have the upcoming graduate collection.
We just drop another collection too.
Oh, you are doing surprise drops.
Now we drop another collection with Black Cherry.
Black Cherry. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
4 collections here.
Oh, okay.
Black Cherry model for that.
Oh, okay. Okay. So, what's the general plan for FRRE THE YOU?
So I think FRRE THE YOU is not only about clothing, we have a lot more. We have an agency, we have the NGOs, so people should watch out in terms of music. There's this music you're also talking about. We have the agency that's handling it. We have other parts of FRRE THE YOU, so it's not really restricted on clothing. Although it's clothing that is giving us all this exposure, but the name is very strong, and then we would like to pictograph that. We'll have to show the world that yes, the name, this is what the name means, and then this is what we are doing. So there's a lot more to come out of FRRE THE YOU, not only clothing line. Yeah, and there are more modifiers.
I think the world should be ready for everything, not just clothing.
Yeah.
From FRRE THE YOU.
Culture kings. Like TZ says, you guys are culture kings. But yeah, you're also trying to connect with each part of Africa too. Because like, even though we are getting big in Ghana, like we get like insights all the time from different parts of Africa that wants to connect. Like there's a whole FRRE THE YOU community in Kenya, So you have to go there and also connect with them. You have to go to Lagos and connect with them. So we are touching each part of Africa, building a greater empire for FRRE THE YOU.
I'm very grateful for you guys making the time to talk to us, opening your workplace up for us to come through and do this. And for me, I've been privileged enough to see the beginning of this and to also see how you guys are going. And I can only wish you guys well and more heights, more success. We can't wait to see what you guys will be doing to help the culture and also put the African and Ghanaian culture on a global scale. So I'd like to thank you guys very much for that, and I wish you all the best.
Thank you.